Cpc Order 20 Judgment and Decree. One judgment when pronounced, 2 power to pronounce judgment and written by judge's predecessor, 3 judgment to be signed, 4 judgment of such cause, small cause court, judgment of other courts, 5 court to state its decision on each issue, 5a court to inform parties as to where appeal lies in cases where the parties are not represented by pleader, 6 contents of decree, 6a preparation of decree, 6b copies of judgment when to be made available, 7 date of decree, 8 procedure when judge has vacated office before signing decree, 9 decree for recovery of immovable property, 10 decree for delivery of immovable property, 11 decree may direct payment by installments, order after decree for payment by installment, 12 decree for possession and more profits, 12a decree for specific performance of contract for sale or lease of immovable property, 12 decree in administration suit, 14 decree in preemption suit, 15 decree in suit for dissolution of partnership, 16 decree in suit for account between principal and agent, 17 special discretion as to accounts, 18 decree in suit for partition of property in separate possession of a share therein, 19 decree when set off in counterclaim is allowed, appeal from decree relating to set off or counterclaim, 20 certified copies of judgment and decree to be furnished. Order 20a costs, 1 provision relating to certain items, 2 costs to be awarded with rules made by High Court. Next, Order 21 execution of decrees and orders, payment under decree, 1 modes of paying money under decree, 2 payment out of court to decree holder. Next heading, courts executing decrees, 3 lands situate in more than one jurisdiction, 4 transfer to court of small causes, 5 mode of transfer, 6 procedure which court desires that its own decree shall be executed by another court. Order 21 7 court receiving copies of decree to file same without proof, 8 execution of decree or order by court to which it is sent, 9 execution of High Court of decree transferred by other court. Next heading, application for execution, 10 application for execution, 11 oral application, written application, 11a application for arrest to state grounds, 12 application for attachment of movable property not in judgment debtor possession, 13 application for attachment of immovable property to contain certain particulars, 14 power to require certified extract from collector's register in certain cases, 15 application for execution by joint decree holders, 16 application for execution by transferee of decree, 11 procedure on recurring application for execution of decree, 18 execution in case of cross decrees, 19 execution in case of cross claims under same decree, 20 cross decrees and cross claims in mortgage suits, 21 simultaneous execution, 22 notice to show cause against execution in certain cases, 22a sale not to be set aside on the death of a judgment debtor before sale but after the service of proclamation of sale, 23 procedure after issue of notice. Next heading, process for execution, 24 process for execution, 25 endorsement on process, 26 where court may stay execution, power to require security from or impose conditions upon judgment debtor, 27 liability of judgment debtor discharged, 28 order of court which passed decree or of appellate court to be binding upon the court applied to, 29 stay of execution pending suit between decree holder and judgment debtor. Next heading, mode of execution, 30 decree for payment of money, 31 decree for specific movable property, 32 decree for specific performance for RCR restitution of conjugal rights or for an injunction, 33. Discretion of court in executing decrees for RCR. 34. Decree for execution of document or endorsement of negotiable instruments. 35. Decree for immovable property. 36. Decree for delivery of immovable property when occupancy of tenant, asset and detention in civil prison. 37. Discretionary power to permit judgment debtor to show cause against a detention in prison. 38. Warrant for arrest to direct judgment debtor to be brought up. 39. Subsistence allowance. 40. Proceedings on appearance of judgment debtor in obedience of notice or after arrest. Next heading, attachment of property. 41. Examination of judgment debtor as to his property. 42. Attachment in case of decree for rent or mesne profits, amount of which to be subsequently determined. 43. Attachment of movable property other than agricultural produce in possession of judgment debtor. 43A. Custody of movable property. 44. Attachment of agricultural produce. 45. Provisions as to agricultural produce under attachment. 46. Attachment of debt, share and other property not in possession of judgment debtor. 46A. Notice for garnishee. 46B. Order against garnishee. 46C. Trial of disputed questions. 46D. Procedure when debt belongs to third person. 46E. Order and regards third person. 46F. Payment by garnishee to be valid discharge. 46G. Costs. 46H. Appeals. 46I. Application on negotiable instrument. 47. Attachment of share in movables. 48. Attachment of salary and allowance of servant of government or railway or local authority. 48A. Attachment of salary or allowance of private employee. 49. Attachment of partnership property. 50. Execution of decree against firm. 51. Attachment of negotiable instruments. 52. Attachment of property in custody of court and public officer. 53. Attachment of decree. 54. Attachment of immovable property. 55. Removal of attachment after satisfaction of decree. 56. Order for payment of currency notes, coin or currency notes to partly entitled under decree. 57. Determination of attachment. Next heading, adjudication of claim and objectives. 58. Adjudication of claims to or objectives to attachment of property. 59. Stay of sale. Next, sale generally. 64. Power to order property attached to be sold and proceeds to be paid to the person entitled. 65. Sales by whom conducted and how made. 66. Proclamation of sale by public auctioneer. 67. Mode of making proclamation. 68. Time of sale. 69. Adjournment or stoppage of sale. 70. Repeal. 71. Defaulting purchasers answerable for loss on resale. 72. Decree holder not to bid for or buy property without permission. When decree holder purchases, amount of decree may be taken as payment. 72A. Mortgage not to bid at sale. Mortgagee not to bid at sale without the leave of the court. 73. Restriction on bidding or purchase by officer. Next heading, sale of immovable property. 74. Sale of agricultural produce. 75. Special provisions relating to growing crops. 76. Negotiable instrument and shares on corporation. 77. Sale by public auction. 78. Irregularity not to vitiate sale, but any person injured may sue. 79. Delivery of movable property, debt and shares. 80. Transfer of negotiable instruments and shares. 81. Voting order in case of other property. Sale of movable property. 82. What courts may order sales. 83. Postponement of sale to enable judgment debtor to raise amounts of decree. 84. Deposit by purchase and resale on default. 85. Time for payment in full of purchase money. 86. Procedure in default of payment. 87. Notification for resale. 88. Bid of co-sharer to have preference. 89. Application to set aside sale and deposit. 90. Application to set aside sale on the ground of irregularity or fraud. 91. Application by purchaser to set aside such sale on ground of judgment debtor having no saleable interest. 92. Sale when to become absolute or be set aside. 93. Return of purchase money in certain cases. 94. Certificate to purchaser. 95. Delivery of property in occupancy of judgment debtor. 96. Delivery of property in occupancy of tenant. Next heading, resistance to delivery of possession to decree holder or purchaser. 97. Resistance or obstruction to possession of immediate property, immovable property. 98. Orders after adjudication. 99. Disposition of decree holder on purchase or purchaser. 100. Order to be passed upon application complaining of dispossession. 101. Question to be determined. 102. Rules not applicable to transferee pendente lite. 103. Orders to be treated as decrees. 104. Order under Rule 101, 103 to be subject to the result of pending suit. 105. Hearing of application. And 106. Setting aside orders passed on ex parte. Next. Order 22. Death, marriage and insolvency of parties. 1. No abatement of parties' death if right to sue survives. 2. Procedure where one of several plaintiffs or defendants dies and the right to sue survives. 3. Proceedings in case of death of one of the several plaintiffs or of sole plaintiff. 4. Procedure in case of death of one of the several defendants or of one sole defendant. 4a. Procedure when there is no legal representative. 5. Determination of question as to legal representative. 6. No abatement by reason of death after hearing. 7. Suit not abated by marriage of female party. 8. When plaintiff's insolvency bars a suit. Procedure where assignee fails to continue suit or give security. 9. Effect of abatement of dismissal. 10. Procedure in case of assignment before final order in suit. 10a. Duty of pleader to communicate to court the death of a party. 11. Application of order to appeals. 12. Application and order to proceedings. Order 23. Withdrawal or adjournment of suits. Withdrawal of suit or abandonment of part of claim. 1a. Where transposition of defendant as plaintiff may be permitted. 2. Limitation law not affected by first suit. 3. Compromise of suit. 3a. Barred suit. 3b. No agreement or compromise to be entered in unrepresentative suit without leave of court. 4. Proceedings in execution of decree not affected. Order 24. Payment into court. 1. Deposit by defendant of amount in satisfaction of claim. 2. Notice of deposit. 3. Interest on deposit was not allowed to plaintiff after notice. 4. Procedure when plaintiff accepts deposit as satisfaction in part. 5. Procedure when he accepts it as satisfaction in full. Order 25. Security for court costs. 1. When security for costs may be required from the plaintiff to effect of failure to furnish security. Order 26. Commissions. Commission to examine witnesses. 1. Cases in which court may issue commission to examine witness. 2. Order for commission. 3. Where witness resides within the court jurisdiction. 4. Persons for whom examination commission may issue. 4a. Commission for examination of any person resident within the local limits of the jurisdiction of the court. 5. Commission on request to examine witness not within India. 6. Court to examine witness pursuant to commission. 7. Retention of commission with deposition of witness. 8. When deposition may please be read in evidence. Commission for local and investigation. Heading 9. Commission to make local investigation. 10. Procedure for commissioning report and deposition to be evidence in court. Suit. Commission may be examined in person. Commission for scientific investigation, performance of ministerial and sale of movable property. 10a. Commission for scientific investigation. 10b. Commission for performance of a ministerial act. 10c. Commission for the sale of movable property. Commission to examine accounts. 11. Commission to examine or adjust accounts. 12. Court to give commissioner instructions from proceedings and report to be evidence. Court may direct further inquiry. Next heading, commission to make partitions. 13. Commission to make partition on immovable property. 14. Procedure of commissioner. Next, general provisions. 15. Expenses of commission to be paid into court. 16. Powers of commissioners. 16A. Questions objected to before the Commissioner. 17. Attendance and examination of witnesses before Commissioner. 18. Parties to appear before the Commissioner. 18A. Application or order to EP. Commissioner issued then commission issued at the instance of foreign person. 19. Cases in which HC may issue commission by examined witness. 20. Applicable for issue of commission. 21. To whom commission may be issued. 22. Issue, execution and retention of commission and transmission of evidence to foreign court. Order 27. Suits by or against the government or public officer in the official capacity. 1. Suits by or against government. 2. Persons authorized to act for government. 3. Plaints in suits by or against government. 4. Agent for government to receive process. 5. Fixing of day for appearance on behalf of government. 5A. Government to be joined as a party in a suit against a public officer. 53. 5B. Duty of court in suits against government or a public officer to assist in arriving at a settlement. 6. Attendance of person able to answer questions relating to suit against government. 7. Extension of time to enable public officer to make reference to government. 8. Procedure in suits against public officer. 8A. No security to be required for government or a public officer in certain cases. 8B. Definition of government and government pleader. Order 27A. Suits involving a substantial question of law as to the interpretation of the Constitution or as to the validity of any statutory instrument. 1. Notice to the Attorney General or Advocate General. 2. 1A. Procedure in suits involving validity of any statutory instrument. 2. Courts may add government as party. 2A. Power of court to add government or other authority as a defendant in a suit relating to the validity of any statutory instrument. 5. Cause. 3. Cause. 4. Application of order to appeals. Next, Order 28. Suits by or against military, navy, or airmen. 1. Officers, soldiers, sailor, airmen who cannot obtain leave may authorize any person to sue or defend for them. 2. Person so authorized may act personally or appoint a pleader. 3. Service or person so authorized or on his pleader to be good service. Next, Order 29. Suits by or against corporations. 1. Subscription and verification of pleading. 2. Service on corporation. 3. Power to require personal attendance of officer of corporation. Order 30. Suits by or against firms and persons carrying on business in the names of other than their own. 1. Suing of partners in the name of firm. 2. Disclosure of partners' names. 3. Service for right of suits on death of partner. 5. Notice in what capacity served. 6. Appearance of parties. 7. No appearance except by partners. 8. Appearance under protest. 9. Suits between co-partners. 10. Suit against person carrying on business in the name of other than his own. Order 31. Suits by or against trustees, executors, administrators. 1. Representation of beneficiaries in suits concerning property vested in trustees. 2. Joinder of trustees, execution and administrators. 3. Husband of married executrix not to join. Order 32. Suits by or against minors or persons of unsound men. 1. Minor to sue by the next parent. 2. Where suit is instituted without exact friend plain to be taken of the file. 2A. Security to be furnished by the next friend when and so ordained. 3. A guardian for the same. to be appointed by court for monster defendant. 3a. Decree against minor. 4. Who may act as a next friend or be appointed as a guardian for the suit. 5. Representation of a minor by next friend or guitar for the suit. 6. Receipt by next friend or a guardian for the rep of minor by next friend or guardian for the suit. 6. Receipt by next friend or guardian for the suit of proprietary under decree by minor. 7. Agreement or compromise by next friend and guardian for the suit. 8. Retirement of next. 7. Removal of next friend. 10. SC accounts, sale accounts of proceedings as removed by the next friend. 11. Retirement reimbursement clause. Death of guardian for the suit. 12. Court to be followed by minor plaintiffs are apparent to accept afford attaining majority. 13. When a minor co-plaintiff attaining majority desires to repudiate the suit. 14. Unreasonable or improper suit. 15. Rules 1 to 14 accepting to apply to the process of unsound mind. Mutatis mutandis. 16. Startup. Order 32A. Suits relating to matters concerning the family. 1. Application of the ordeal. 2. Proceedings to be held in camera. 3. Duty of court to make efforts for settlement. 5. 4. Assistance of welfare officer. 5. Duty to inquire into facts. 6. Family versus meaning of family dash meaning of. Next, order 33. Suits by indigent person. Suits by be instituted by indigent person. 2. Inquiring into means of indigent person. 3. Contents of application. 4. Presentation of application. 4. Examination of application. If presented by agent, court may order applicant to be examined. Then retention of appointee. Notice of delay for increasing evidence of applicant independently. 7. Procedure at hearing. 8. Procedure of applicable application admitted. 9. Withdrawal of permission to such an indigent person. 9a. Court assess as leader and pleader to the same correspondent who indigent and 10. Cause where indigent person succeeds. 11. Procedure where indigent person fails. 11a. Procedure where indigent person suit abates. SG morally apply by the payment of court. SG may apply for payment of court fees. 13. SG to be decreed a party. 14. Recovery of amount of court fees. 15. Referral of law applicant to sue and then to sue as indigent person to ban subsequent applications of that. 15a. Grant of time for payment of routine fees. 16. Costs. 17. Defense by own land independent. 15. Which got power of government to produce for free. Coincides services with the indigent person. Order 34. Suits relating to mortgage of immovable property. 1. Parties to suit for foreclosure of sale and redemption. 2. Preliminary decree, that is foreclosure. Direct. 3. Final decree in foreclosure by court procedure. 4. Proclaim decrees in a sent for sale. Purnama to decree sale for foreclosure. 5. Final decree in suit for sale. 6. Recovery of balance due as mortgage in suit for sale. 7. Preliminary decree in redemption suit. 8. Final decree in redemption suit. 8A. Recovery of balance due to mortgagee in suit for redemption. 8. Degree where nothing is found due to the where submission has been stopped. 9. Degree holder when nothing is found due or when mortgage has been overheard. Cost of mortgage subsequent decrees. Cost of mortgage subsequent to decree. 10A. Power of court to direct mortgagee to pay mesne profits. 11. Payment of interest. 12. Sale of property object to prior mortgage. 13. Application of proceeds. 14. Suit for sale necessary for bringing managerial property for sale. 15. Mortgages by the deposit of title deeds and others. Interpleader suit order 35. 1. Plaintiff for or in interpleader suit to payment of the thing classified into the suit maybe did not give. 3. Procedure without default on States of India. 5. Procedure at fixing economy. Agent and finally Mayor has instigation to interpleader suit. And then 6. Charges for plaintiff's costs. Order 36. Special case 1. Power to the state case for the courts. 2. Where value of subject matter must be stated. 3. Agreement to be filed and negotiated on registered as a suit. 4. Parties to be analyzed subject to court jurisdiction. 5. Hearing and respondent claim. 6. No appeal from a decree passed under the suit. Rule number 5. Next. Order 37. Summary procedure. 1. Courts and classes of debts. To whom the order applies to institution of supplementary summary suit. 3. Proceedings for appearance of default. 4. Power to set aside decree. 6. 5. Power to order bill for the depositing with the officer of the court. 6. Recovery of cost of noticing non-acceptance of dishonored bill or notice. 7. Procedure in moto. Order 38. Arrest and attachment of property before judgment. Arrest before judgment. 1. When defendant may be called upon to furnish security or appearance security. 3. Procedure on application by subsidy to be discharged. Procedure when defendant fails to furnish security or find fresh security. Attachment before judgment. 5. Where defendant may be called upon to furnish security for production of projects. 6. Attachment when cause not shown as security not furnished. 7. Mode of making attachment. 8. Adjudication of claim to be property attached before the judgment. 9. Removal of attachment whose security furnishes or suit dismissed. 9. Statement system. Statement before judgment not to affect the rights of the both parties, strangers, nor bar degree holder from proceeding against judgment data for applying for sale. 11. Property attached before judgment not to be reattached in execution of decree. 11A. Permission applicable to attachment. 12. Agricultural produce not attaching before judgment. 13. Small cause court can attach immovable property. Order 39. Temporary injunction and interlocutory order. Temporary injunction. 1. Cases in which a temporary injunction may be granted. 2. Injunction to restrain repetition or continuation of breach. 2A. Consequence of disobedience or breach of injunction. 3. Before granting injunction, court to direct notice to opposite parties. 3A. Court to dispose of application for injunction within 30 days. 4. Order for injunction may be discharged, varied or set aside. 5. Injunction to corporation binding on officers. Interlocutory orders. 6. Power to order interim sale 7. Detention, prosecution, inspection of subject matter of suit. 9. Application for such an address to bank after notice. 8. When party money may be put in immediate possession of the land, the subject matter as such. 10. Deposit of money in court. Order 40. Appointment of receiver. 1. Appointment of receiver. 2. Remuneration. 3. Duties. 4. Enforcement of receiver duties. 5. When collector may be appointed as receiver. Next, order 41. Appeals from original decree. 1. Form of appeal. What is the accompanying memorandum? Contents of memorandum. 2. Grounds which may be taken on appeal. 3. Rejection or amendment of memorandum. 3. Application for condonation of delay. 6. One of the several plaintiffs or dependents may obtain reversal of which case decree where it is proclaimed on the ground of common to all. Next heading, stay in proceedings and of execution. 5. Stay by appellate court. Stay by court with jurisdiction. 6. SC currently in cross of cases of order for execution of decree appealed from. 8. Exercise of powers in appeal from order made in execution of decree. 9. Registry of memorandum of appeal. Registry of appeal. 11. Appellate court may require appellant to furnish security for cost when appellant resides out of town. 11. Power of dismiss appeal without sending notice to lower court. 11a. Time without which hearing under Rule 11 should be concluded. 12. Day for hearing appeal. 13. Appellant court to give notice to court whose decree appealed from. Transmission of papers to appellate court. Copies of exhibits in court where the decree appealed from. 11. Publication and service of notice of delay. Day of treasury appeal. Applicant's court may itself cause notice to be received, served. 15. Contents of notice. Next heading, procedure on hearing. 16. Right to begin. 17. Dismissal of appeal for appellant's default hearing appeal ex parte. 18. Dismissal of appeal where notice is not served in consequence of appellant failure to deposit courts. 19. Regarding admission of appeal dismissed by defaultant. 20. Power to adjourn hearing and direct person appearing to interested to be made respondent. 21. Regarding bearing on application of respondent against whom ex parte decree is made. 22. Upon hearing, a respondent may object to the decree as if he had performed a separate existence. Form of obedience and permission of application clause. Next. 23. Removal of costs. Removal of costs by appellate court. 23a. Remained as it is in other cases. 24. Where evidence can be recorded in against. 25. Where evidence on record and suffered sufficient appellate courts to determine cases finally. 25. Where appellate court may frame issues, items for trust to consult. 26. Findings and evidence to be put on record, objections to finding. Determination of appeal. 26a. Order of removal by mention the date of visit. 27. Production of additional society. 28. Mode of taking additional evidence. 29. Points to be deferred by the accused. 11 point. Judgment in appeal. 30. Judgment when and where pronounced. 31. Student's day. Contents, date and signature of judgment. 32. What judgment mandates. 33. Powers of court of appeal. 34. Entrance to be recorded. Entire proceedings to be recorded. 35. Date and content of decree, judge duty. Descending from judgment head and to. 26. Copies of judgment and or decrees to be financially. Then the certified copy of decree to be sent to a court whose decree is appealed from. Next, Order 42. Nepotism from appellate democracy. Appellate decrees. 1. Procedure. 2. Power of court to be direct the approval or be heard on the question of formulated by on application of Rule 4 of Order 41. Order 43. Appeals from orders. Appeals from orders. Right to challenge non-appealable orders is appeal to government decree. Procedure. Order 44. Appeals for indigent persons who may appeal as an indigent person. Court of time per payment of court fees. Inquiry about who applicant is an indigent person. Order 45. Appeals to the Supreme Court. 1. Decree defined. 2. Application to the court where decree complained of. 3. Correspondence not to value every man. 66. Different of refusal of certificate. Security and deposit instrument and again 8. Admission of approval and proceedings thereat. 9. Revocation of usurpation of. Then 9. A power to independent with the case of decimal parties. 10. Power to order further security. 11. Agent for value and 12. Refund of balance deposits. 13. Powers of court pending appeal. 14. Increase of security fund. 14. 16. Appeal from the 14. Proceeding to enforce orders of Order 46. Reference. 1. Reference of question to HC to court may pass decrees contiguous to judgment of HC to be transmitted and case disposed of accordingly. 4. Cause of reference to HC. 4a. Reference to HC under provision of section 113. 5. Power to alter the search of court making reference. 6. Power to refer to HC questions as to jurisdiction in small causes. 7. Power to district court to subordinate correction proceedings as under mistake. As to jurisdiction should cause. Next, Order 47. Review. Application for review of judgment. Form of application for review of judgment. Application where rejected. Application when granted. Application for reason in court consistency of the two more judges. 6. Application where rejected. 7. Orders of rejection. Not Brahmana. 8. Registry of application granted and orders given. 9. Bar of center applications. Order 48. Miscellaneous. Process to be served at expense of party using costs of service. 2. Orders and notice how served. 3. Use of forms in places. Next, Order 49. Chartered High Courts. 1. Who may search pronouncing their name, saving in respect of Chartered High Court. 3. Application of rule. Order 50. Provincial Small Causes Court. Provincial Small Causes Court. Order 51. Prevention of political buddhigal. That's all. Appendices. Pleadings. A. Pleadings. 1. Title of suit. 2. Description of parties in particular cases. 3. Plaints and 4. Withdrawal statements. B. Part B. Process. C. Appendix C. Discovery, inspection and admission. Appendix C. Decrees. Appendix C. Execution. Appendix F. Supplemental readings. Appendix 10. Appeal, performance and revision. 11. Miscellaneous.